Hello, this is Galen Martling. Today I'm featuring Unity Stamps Ornamental Pines Bundle. It's a stamp and stencil and die bundle that's going on right now at Unity, and these are beautiful, beautiful sets that pair together really lovely. And I'm going to show you how I make two cards using no heat foiling. So there's no laminator involved in this. I'm going to use a die cutting machine instead of a laminator. I'm also using Deco foil transfer gel duo to do some of the stenciling and the foiling. So first I'm going to use this beautiful background. This has pop out trees also, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp all of it together with an original MISTI. I'm using ink by My Favorite Things and also paper from them also to coordinate with this color. And so I go ahead and stamp that right onto a piece of white cardstock. You can do a couple of passes if you want. I used just one pass and I got a really nice impression. And so once the ink is all set and dried, you go ahead and you add the stencil over the stamping. I used some washi tape, or actually it's purple tape, or washi or no stick tape would be good for this. And you use a spatula to just apply the duo gel right over the stencil area. And then I use another tool to just swipe it more evenly. I want a thin layer of this. Now, this gel is best if you allow it to dry overnight or a good 12 hours. So I did that, and I did for stamping, I did a teal color and a coral color. And then I applied the gel to both of those panels. I just wanted to try it with two different colors. And then I allowed that to dry. Now this is what it looks like after it's finished drying. It still has a tackiness to it that will stay tacky and a little bit of a shine, and it's all ready to go to add foil right on top of there. So I have a Anna Griffin Impress die cutting machine that I'm going to use. I sandwich it between plates as you would a normal thinlit setting for dies, but instead of die cutting, this is going to go ahead and press the foil right onto the onto that gel and apply the foil right to the card. So I go ahead and put my I just put my die cutting machine, I turn it on, sandwich it between the plates. So I layer the foil right over the card panel that I stamped on, and then I sandwiched it between parchment paper. So I'm going to use this other panel to show you here again. I'm going to add the gel layer that's finished drying or setting, and then I'm going to place the pretty side up of the foil. And then I'm going to sandwich that between the plates. Now, if your top plate is very scratchy, you may want to add one more layer of cardstock right over top of this to put it through the die cutting machine, just to make sure you don't get any etching look to the foil when it's runs through the machine. So I had a nice fresh plate to put on here to show you. If you have a clear plate, I know these plates don't stay clear for long. You don't really need an extra cardstock piece over on the top part, underneath the top plate. But in this case, everything is finished with the pressing here, and you see when you peel off that foil how pretty it is. It sets beautifully. It's adhered nicely. It's going to stay like that. This is an extra panel I can use later on to make another card with the negative of the foil. And this is what it looks like with coral and gold. I just love it. So I went with just simple stamping and foiling for these two cards for the background. And the only other thing I did was die cut the holiday sentiments using the Unity dies, and I adhered the layers right onto the card base. And I just die cut using my Creative Time dies just to go ahead and have these pre-die cut so that I can layer it quickly. It's so fun to do. It's fairly easy. I hope you give it a try with no heat foiling for some of your cards for the holidays. I hope you take a moment to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share if you will, and have a great day.